Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at The Division Resurgence, a mobile adaptation of Ubisoft's popular Division series. This is a third-person shooter RPG that brings the familiar post-pandemic New York setting to mobile devices. In this review, we'll go through the gameplay, world design, progression system, graphics, and overall experience to see how well it performs on mobile. Multiplayer experience. One of the key features of The Division Resurgence is its multiplayer experience. The game allows players to team up with others in cooperative missions, which adds a new layer of strategy and enjoyment. Playing with friends or other players makes missions feel more dynamic, as teamwork becomes important for completing objectives and handling tougher enemies. Communication and coordination can significantly improve your chances of success, especially in challenging scenarios. In addition to co-op gameplay, the game also includes competitive elements such as PvP modes. These modes provide a different experience, where players can test their skills against others. The Dark Zone in particular blends PvE and PvP, creating unpredictable, intense encounters that keep players engaged. Progression system. The progression system in the game is designed to keep players invested over time. As you complete missions and activities, you earn rewards such as gear, weapons, and experience points. Leveling up unlocks new abilities and improves your overall effectiveness in combat. The sense of progression is steady, allowing players to feel stronger as they continue playing. There is also a focus on loot collection, where finding better equipment becomes a core part of the gameplay loop. This encourages repeated play and exploration of different activities. RPG elements. The game incorporates strong RPG elements that allow for character customization and build diversity. Players can choose different skills, gadgets, and gear to suit their preferred playstyle. Whether you prefer a more offensive approach with high damage output or a defensive style focused on survivability, the game provides options to support both. These RPG mechanics add depth to the gameplay, making each player's experience slightly unique depending on their choices and progression. Open world design. The open world of New York City is one of the standout features of the game. The environment is large, detailed, and filled with activities that go beyond the main storyline. Players are encouraged to explore different areas, complete side missions, and engage in random encounters. This design helps keep the gameplay fresh and prevents it from becoming repetitive. The inclusion of the Dark Zone adds a high-risk area where players can obtain valuable rewards but must also face stronger enemies and potential encounters with other players. Gameplay and characters. At its core, the gameplay is centered around tactical third-person shooting. Players use cover, positioning, and skills to gain an advantage in combat. The controls are designed for mobile devices, offering smooth movement and responsive shooting mechanics. This makes the gameplay accessible while still maintaining a level of depth. In terms of characters, players take on the role of Division agents, each equipped with unique abilities and customizable loadouts. While the game focuses more on player-created characters rather than fixed story protagonists, the variety in skills and gear allows for diverse gameplay experiences. Enemy factions also play an important role, each with different behaviors and combat styles, which adds variety to encounters and keeps players adapting their strategies. Overall, the combination of multiplayer features, progression systems, RPG mechanics, and open-world design creates a well-rounded gameplay experience that keeps players engaged over time. Platforms. The Division Resurgence. The Division Resurgence is designed specifically for mobile gaming platforms. The game is available on Android devices via Google Play Store, iOS devices, iPhone and iPad via Apple App Store. It is a free-to-play mobile title, meaning you can download and play it on both platforms with optional in-app purchases. There is no official PC or console version of this game, as it is built exclusively for mobile. However, some players may use emulators to run it on PC, but that is not an official platform. Overall, the game focuses on delivering a console-like experience on handheld devices, making it accessible anytime, anywhere. Android experience and iOS experience. The Division Resurgence. Android experience. On Android devices, The Division Resurgence delivers a strong but slightly mixed experience depending on your phone. On mid to high-end Android phones, the game runs smoothly with good graphics and stable performance. The controls feel well optimized for touch, with customizable layouts and aim assist making gameplay comfortable even during intense fights. However, performance can vary a lot. On some devices, especially during heavy combat or open-world exploration, players may notice frame drops or heating issues. Community feedback also highlights that even powerful Android devices can struggle with consistent FPS on higher settings. The game is designed to maintain around stable performance, around 30 FPS on a wide range of devices, which helps keep it playable even on mid-range phones. Overall Android experience, good on mid-high-end devices. Performance depends heavily on hardware. Best experience on optimized settings, medium-high. iOS experience. On iOS devices, the experience is generally more stable and optimized. The game runs smoothly on newer iPhones and iPads, with better optimization and consistent performance compared to many Android devices. The tight hardware-software integration of iOS helps deliver smoother gameplay and fewer random drops. The App Store ratings also reflect a positive experience, with high user scores and smooth gameplay overall. However, it's not perfect. Some players report occasional heating issues, rare crashes or bugs during long sessions. Still, compared to Android, iOS tends to provide a more consistent and polished experience, especially on newer devices like iPhone 13 and above. iOS experience, more stable and optimized, better performance consistency, minor issues like heating or occasional bugs. Both platforms deliver a console-like mobile experience, but there is a difference. Android, more device-dependent, performance varies. iOS, more stable and optimized overall. If you have a powerful Android device, the experience is excellent. But if you want the most consistent performance, iOS currently has a slight advantage. Sound and graphics. The Division Resurgence. Graphics. The Division Resurgence delivers high-quality console-like visuals for a mobile game. The open-world New York City is detailed, with realistic buildings, lighting effects, and weather atmosphere that make the world feel immersive. Character models, weapons, and environments are well designed, giving the game a premium look. On newer smartphones, the visuals appear sharp and crisp, while still maintaining a stable experience on mid-range devices. However, since this is a mobile game, there are some compromises. Compared to PC or console versions, textures and details are slightly reduced. Also, higher graphic settings can impact performance, so players often need to balance between visual quality and smooth FPS. Overall, the graphics are one of the strongest aspects of the game, especially for a mobile shooter. Sound design. The sound design in The Division Resurgence is solid and helps build immersion. Gunshots sound powerful and realistic, and each weapon has its own distinct audio feel. Ambient sounds like wind, distant explosions, and city echoes make the environment feel alive. The background music fits the game's serious and post-apocalyptic tone, adding tension during combat and exploration. Voice lines and effects also support the storytelling and mission atmosphere. However, some players have reported occasional audio bugs or missing sound issues, especially on certain devices, although fixes and updates are being worked on. Overall, while not perfect, the audio experience complements the gameplay well and adds to the immersion. Combined together, the graphics and sound design create a strong, immersive experience. The game successfully delivers a console-like feel on mobile, even though performance and minor audio issues can slightly affect the experience. Game story. The Division Resurgence. The Division Resurgence takes place in a post-pandemic version of New York City, similar to the events of the original Division storyline. A deadly virus outbreak has caused society to collapse, leaving the city in chaos and controlled by hostile factions. You play as a member of the Strategic Homeland Division, also known as a Division agent. These agents are specially trained operatives activated during national emergencies to restore order and protect civilians. The story in Resurgence runs parallel to the early events of the original Division timeline, but it introduces new missions, fresh perspectives, and unique characters. Instead of retelling the exact same story, the game expands the universe by showing different parts of the crisis and how various groups are struggling to survive. Throughout the game, you will encounter multiple enemy factions, each with their own motivations and control over different areas of the city. Your role is to push back these factions, complete missions, and slowly help rebuild stability in New York. The narrative is delivered through story missions, dialogues, and in-game events, giving players a steady sense of progression while staying engaged in the world. Overall, the story focuses on survival, rebuilding society, and the fight to restore order in a broken city, creating a serious and immersive tone throughout the game. Game experience. The Division Resurgence. Playing The Division Resurgence on mobile feels surprisingly close to a console experience. From the moment you enter the game, the atmosphere of a deserted and chaotic New York City immediately stands out. The environments feel alive, even in their Resurgence state, which adds to the immersion. The combat experience is one of the highlights. Instead of fast arcade-style shooting, the game focuses on tactical gameplay. You constantly move between cover, plan your attacks, and use skills at the right moment. This makes every fight feel more engaging and less repetitive. Exploration also plays a big role in the overall experience. Moving through the open world, completing missions, and encountering random events keeps the gameplay fresh. The addition of the Dark Zone brings tension, as you never know when another player might appear, making those moments more intense. The progression system adds a sense of purpose. Unlocking new gear, upgrading weapons, and improving your agent makes you feel stronger over time, which keeps you motivated to continue playing. However, the experience is not perfect. On lower-end devices, performance can sometimes affect smooth gameplay. And since it is an online game, a stable internet connection is required at all times. Overall, the game delivers a solid and immersive experience, especially for players who enjoy tactical shooters and RPG elements on mobile. Game impression: The Division Resurgence. The Division Resurgence leaves a strong overall impression as a mobile game that genuinely tries to deliver a full-scale console experience. From its detailed open world to its tactical combat system, the game feels more ambitious than most mobile shooters. What stands out the most is how immersive the gameplay feels. Moving through the streets of New York, engaging in strategic firefights, and upgrading your character creates a satisfying loop that keeps you engaged for long sessions. It doesn't feel like a casual mobile game. It feels like a proper RPG shooter adapted for handheld devices. The balance between story missions, exploration, and multiplayer content adds variety, ensuring the experience doesn't become repetitive too quickly. Whether playing solo or with others, the game consistently offers something to do. However, the experience is slightly held back by technical limitations on some devices and the need for a constant internet connection. These factors can occasionally break immersion, especially for players with less powerful phones. Overall, the impression is very positive. The game successfully captures the essence of the Division series while making it accessible on mobile. It stands out as one of the more complete and polished shooter RPG experiences available on the platform. Positive experience: The Division Resurgence delivers a strong and immersive experience for a mobile game. One of the biggest positives is how closely it feels to a console-quality title. The detailed open world of New York, combined with realistic visuals and atmosphere, makes exploration enjoyable. The tactical combat system is another highlight. Instead of simple shooting, the game encourages strategy, using cover, timing your skills, and planning each encounter. This makes gameplay more engaging and less repetitive over time. The progression system also adds depth. Unlocking new gear, upgrading weapons, and customizing your agent gives a clear sense of growth and keeps players motivated. Additionally, the availability of co-op and multiplayer modes enhances the experience, allowing players to team up with friends or compete with others, adding replay value. Negative experience: Despite its strengths, the game has some drawbacks. Performance can vary depending on the device, and players using lower-end smartphones may experience frame drops or reduced graphics quality. Another downside is that the game requires a constant internet connection, which may not be ideal for everyone. Microtransactions are also present, which can sometimes affect the progression pace, especially for players who prefer a completely free experience. Lastly, while the gameplay is tactical and engaging, it may feel slow for players who prefer fast-paced, arcade-style shooters. Overall, The Division Resurgence offers a well-balanced experience with strong gameplay, impressive visuals, and deep customization. While it has some technical and monetization drawbacks, it remains one of the more complete shooter RPG experiences available on mobile. Overall, The Division Resurgence stands out as a solid and ambitious mobile shooter that successfully brings a console-style experience to handheld devices. With its detailed open world, tactical gameplay, and deep progression system, it offers a complete package for players who enjoy RPG shooters. While there are some drawbacks, including performance variations and the need for a constant internet connection, the overall experience remains engaging and worth trying. If you enjoy strategic combat and open-world exploration, this is definitely a game you should check out. Thank you for watching. If you found this review helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more game reviews. I'll see you in the next one.